Just outside a small town stood a house that had been abandoned for years. The locals referred to it simply as the Shadow House. The interior of the house was covered in layers of dust from the countryside, its windows shattered, and its door nearly ready to fall off its hinges. The town's children avoided playing around it, and the adults never ventured near. According to legends, the Shadow House harbored a terrifying secret. One day, a brave young man named Alex decided to investigate the cursed house. Determined to uncover its secret and put an end to the town's rumors, he ventured out with only a flashlight and a few chilling stories. As he approached the house, night had fully fallen, swallowing everything in darkness. When he pushed open the door, the old hinges creaked ominously. Stepping inside, he discovered a hidden door beneath the dusty wooden floor. This door led to the house's secret chambers. Alex took a deep breath and opened it. Behind the door was a long, dark corridor. The faint light of the flashlight made the shadows on the walls dance eerily. Braving his fear, he proceeded forward. The corridor led him deeper into the house to a room that seemed to be lost in time. In the center of the room stood an old table covered in dirt and mold. On the table was a diary, old letters, and strange drawings. Opening the diary, Alex read the first entry. The curse of the Shadow House is the work of a spirit trapped within the shadows. As he read the text, the atmosphere in the room shifted dramatically. The darkness intensified, and he began hearing whispering voices. At that moment, a distorted silhouette of an old mirror appeared on the wall. Through the mirror, a pair of eyes seemed to stare out from the darkness. The eyes appeared to be looking directly at Alex. Instinctively, he wanted to back away, but a paralyzing fear held him in place. The reflection in the mirror began to solidify into a figure from the house's past, a woman in old-fashioned clothing with a blurred face. She was moving toward him, her eyes locked onto his. Suddenly, the figure stepped out of the mirror into the real world. Alex stood frozen, overwhelmed with terror. The woman, now approaching him, was reaching out with her hands. Alex tried to shine the flashlight directly at her, but despite the light, she kept moving closer. Her face seemed to constantly shift, merging with the darkness. When the woman finally reached Alex, he could see the expression on her face, one of deep sorrow and hope. In a soft whisper, she said, "Help me," and for a brief moment, a light as if tears of light shining from the shadows appeared in the room. Terrified, Alex decided to flee from the house. He ran toward the door, and when he opened it, the night outside appeared more horrifying than he had ever seen. Everything around him seemed distorted, like a nightmare come to life. Once he closed the door behind him, Alex's heart raced uncontrollably. When he returned to the town, he tried to recount his experience, but no one believed his story. However, the townsfolk continued to believe in the truth of the Shadow House's legend. From that day on, Alex's eyes would catch glimpses of a figure moving through shadows each night. He could never quite forget what he had seen in the Shadow House, and he never felt comfortable sleeping alone at night. The house's secret remained a dark reality, not just a legend.